Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Now, I ain't never been with a baddie. She calm, so I add her to the tally. Oh shit, okay, here we go.
Nah, I ain't never been with a baddie. The baddie, she calm, so I add her to the tally. Madison, but I'm calling her Maddie. Like, nuts try, send me the addy.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day, my beginning will be
Along
as
a
bright
toddler
as
has
the
been
sun.
missing in Savannah.
And as you come around, and it feels so right, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh I knew it's you, yeah, boy.
Where is Cody?
Hey family. Okay, you guys. For those of you, hold on. Okay, I guess you know, let me turn this light off. You know, I've been sitting here watching the trial, and I know you guys have been watching it too. I know you guys are upset about the ending of this case. And there's a reason why I wanted you guys to watch this, because this was going to, you see all the evidence is out there, and then what is the findings? Let me tell you, the verdict is in. If you don't know what the verdict is, let me read you the verdict of the trial of Teresa Black. A verdict was reached in a case where a Metro Atlanta mother was accused in the 1999 death of her 6-year-old son and concealing his death for decades. Teresa Black learned her fate today, Wednesday morning, at DeKalb County. Jurors returned the following verdict for each charge she was facing. Felony murder, count 1, not guilty. Count 2, not guilty. Cruelty to children, not guilty. Count 1. Count 2, cruelty to children, not guilty. Aggravated assault, not guilty. Concealing the death of another. Guilty. I want to know. Concealing the death of another in Atlanta. What is the sentence or the amount of time? What does it mean? Many people consider concealing the death of another to mean the physical act of hiding the body. While that is one way to be guilty of a crime, it also extends to hindering a discovery or whether or not a person was unlawfully killed. What is the maximum sentence for voluntary? Let me see. What is the sentence for concealing a body in Georgia? A person who, by concealing the death of another person, hindering a discovery or whether or not such person was unlawfully killed, is guilty of a felony. It is a felony, and upon conviction shall be punished by imprisonment for no less than 1 or more than 10 years. A fine of not less than $1,000 or more, or $5,000 or both. It's not time. 9? What do you mean by 9? Imprisonment for no less than 1 or more than 10. So she's looking at a 1 to 10. That's it. 1 to 10. She'll probably get 5. The father walked out. Mr. Hamilton walked out. Got you. Got you, Valerie. Got you, Nancy. This took a toll. Let me clear my throat. Yeah, no. Nancy LaRose, got you. Got you. You're welcome. You guys, can you believe? Can you honest? You said to yes, yes. I got you, Valerie. I got you. I got you, Nancy. Got you. But that's fine. Zena, I got you. I got you. I'm writing it down now. You guys are smart. You guys are on it. C6. Got you. So tell me. I know. And now ain't nobody crazy. You know, like, I think everybody's going through something. This, I mean, I know this is a new year and this is only but the 10th day. The 10th, it means completion. A lot of people didn't know that. They was like, no, ain't 3 means completion. 10 is completion. Some people say 12 is completion, but 10 is, let me see. What does the number 10 means? The number 10 might represent an important message from the, angelic realm. It's a sign that you're in the right direction in life and the advice is clear. Keep moving forward without looking back. Angel, number 10, may symbolic both the completion of a cycle and the promise of a new beginning. I already told you I knew what it meant. Okay? I knew what it meant because my birthday is on the 10th. So they said, what does the number 10? And I'm just talking about the date right now. What does 10 mean spiritually? Spiritually, the angel number 10 is related to change and shift and thinking. It can show up to remind us of the importance. Okay? Positive energy as a way of drawing. Positive energy towards you. It also talks of old cycles ending so new spiritual awakenings can begin. That's why I told you it's completion. 10 is completion. Okay? Hey, Margie, everybody see you in the building. You got out of jail. Good. We did that thing. So, anyway, if you guys want to call in and speak on we will be still coming live at 3, in a couple hours. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we can get over this in this time that we're here right now. Hey, Tina, I see you in the building. And let me go up real quick so I don't miss nobody here. Hey, Lori, I see you in the building. Squirrel. No, not squirrel, but squirrel. I can't remember it now. Squares. Squire. I see you in the building. Hey, Lisa Taylor, how you doing? Oh, Ruby Turner, I gotta get you, girl. Ruby came in the building. See, that's what life is all about, is learning. Ruby, I got you, baby. Ruby T. Got you. And now I see Zena. Zena was first. She said, I was false. She said, yeah, I know that thing, girl. See? Yes. So, that made me, that's good. Think about it. You got 3, 4, 5 people. 5 people that did homework. And I bet you feel good about it. I bet you do. Hey, Tina Powers, I see you in the building. What's going on? You're probably still at work. No, you're not. You're off work. You're off right now. So, was I surprised with the verdict? When they first came out with the first not guilty, I was like, this is not good. This is not good whatsoever. I think they got hung up on what was law. And they really didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know. They were thinking, if they were talking about the law, and that's what they were talking about, then they were saying it has to be and or both. And if it wasn't both, then they couldn't say guilty. And that is not what they were saying. I'm going to say the law is set up for those that do the, crazy stuff. All right. Congratulations for you for not doing splits. Congratulations. Let me. Yeah, I know it's a. She said, I left note to self. Yeah, this baby didn't mean nothing to you know, maybe these people, I just, it surprises me. It surprises me to, let me see something here. It just do. It surprises me. And I'm, my phone doing some crazy stuff. And it don't want to act right. But it's gonna act right. It's gonna act right. Yes, it is. Maybe I can't do it on here. Yeah, yeah. Let me see here. Hmm. It really doesn't matter, but that's crazy. That's crazy. Let me see here. Hey, hold on. No, I'm not kidding you. That, you know, that's just how life is, you guys. I'm serious. It don't really make sense. So when people be like, "Oh yeah, this gonna happen, that's gonna happen," well, you don't know if that's what's gonna happen. I mean, well, I don't even know how to do this darn thing. It's just doing what it wants to do. It's just doing what it wants to do. And I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it for right now. Lisa's in the building. She says, "Happy Hump Day, everyone. It's not what you say, is what you can prove." Yeah. Thank you, Valerie. Wow. It is what's going on. Yes. I see you, Brooklyn, in the building. Um, hmm. It's, and like, it's almost it's almost like, to be, thank you, Tina. It's almost like lost for words, you know? It's like lost for words. Like when they started reading the verdict, I really couldn't believe what I was hearing. Hold on, I think I uh you know. Hmm. Hmm. It's kind of weird. Hmm. I'll figure it out. No justice for the baby. Nope. Nope. Because this woman is going to get 1 to 10, which everybody's like, and then this is not her first rodeo either, you know. She killed somebody, and we don't know you know, for some, whatever reason, when you're a kid, they felt it as it was more like, maybe manslaughter or self-defense, even though she shot the person in the back. That's not self-defense if you shot somebody in the back. But she could have said, he was you know, beating up my boyfriend, so that's why she shot him in the back. This case is closed. How to get away with it. Oh God. Oh my goodness. You think just like I think. No, serious. I said to myself, the first thing I said to myself was, this is how a person get away with murder? When they came down with the verdict, boy, I was so P.O. Yeah, this is how people get away with murder, yeah. You sit there and you don't say anything, and you let time goes by where evidence is washed away. They can't, and this is what I told my homie when we talked real quick. I said they couldn't tell when he died. They don't know the month. They don't know where, because guess what? They said that they seen a car pull up, and so even though she said she fell asleep and she woke up and he was already deceased and she didn't know what to do, and that was in the interview of the interrogation. But the prosecutors say they had a witness that they seen a car pull up and two people, I guess got out the car, got in the car, and so they put the body there. So now you're like, so the child didn't die there. So you can't prove where the child died, when the child died, if they threw a body down, or what time the child died. You can't prove it. And that's what Lisa was saying. It's what you can prove. You can't prove it. All you can, and the judge said, do not assume nothing. And when that judge said that, I'm telling you, first it was going good. But the judge, they came in asking questions, what and or this, that. Little words like that. That's why I don't sit on the jury. I just can't. And I'm going to tell you something. People get away with stuff like this all the time. I'm in a dilemma right now. Somebody just told a big old fabulous lie on me, and I don't like it. But they was the first one to say this and say that. Well, they gave me a chance, but I didn't. The father was paying child support, so she was getting those benefits. The state makes him pay child support for all them years, 21 years. And I don't think he probably had a good job or a decent job. I mean, you're talking about people that their life was drugs. I'm just being honest with you. Their life was drugs. And you knew that. So this is how they think of these babies that comes from these black mothers that young. They don't care. They don't care. Now, had this been Amy instead of Little Will, the outcome would have been different. And everybody's like, you can't say that. I can. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. She was young. And if you didn't watch all of it or some of it or whatever, I like getting off into these conversations with what happened. And if anybody wants to, let me see here. Let me do an invite, because sometimes I forget, and then people be like, oh, you didn't put the stream up there. Well, I put it up there. I'll put it up there for you. I will put it up there for you. Wow, that's funny because I put it up there and I don't even see it myself. That's what's weird. And maybe I'm just late. Maybe I'm just late. Late. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You guys, that is no, I really don't see it. Let me throw it up there again. I think that thing be messing up our. I did see all that medicine on the table. I did. Surely did. But I'm gonna tell you, the young lady, every time when she had got a boyfriend or whatever, she would just leave the man that she was with, and she was small. She looked like she probably weighed just 120 pounds. She's a small, very fragile girl, you know. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something really funny. I mean, it's not really funny, but it's like my girlfriend, one of my girlfriends, like all of you guys, I respect you guys, and we talk, and then some people, like I said, I can't even call her because if I call her, she watching, she could tell me she watching the court case. I'm not even watching the court cases. She could tell me everything about it. I mean, in detail and everything. I mean, and the thing about it is, I like learning from what I see. I do. I like learning, watching other people and how they do things and they maneuver and all of that. You know, it's just unbelievable. It is unbelievable. I don't get it. I don't get why I don't see what I'm looking for here. That's weird. I don't see it. And I put it up twice. That's crazy. I'm putting it up, but I don't see it. Hmm. I guess YouTube is just doing all kind of stuff, crazy stuff. Hmm. That's crazy. Huh. That is crazy. That's crazy. Oh, I'm starting to see it now. All right. I see it. I wasn't seeing it before, you guys. Okay, I wasn't seeing it before. Okay. I see it now. It's all good. I wasn't seeing it before. So, that's crazy. But on one of my phones, I don't see it at all, but I'm starting to see it now. That's weird. I had to do that like 5 times. One, two, three, 4 times. I had to do it like 4 times. One, two, three, 3 times. But on my other phone, it didn't show up. Yeah. Well, one of them was a share, and I had my share in there, but it wasn't showing up, and that's weird. It just wasn't showing up at all. Yeah. Anyway, let's talk. Let's talk a little bit. because it kind of distract me a little bit. She says mental illness is real serious in our community. Do you think that this woman is mental ill? Do you guys think that this woman is mental ill? Because I think she knows exactly what she did. I do. And she could have some mental illness because, hey, it's a big broad, you know, to define it is so much. But even though when people sometimes do have mental illness, I believe sometimes they know what they are doing. You know? So, yeah. I think everybody's a little mad. Evidently, Margie mad. She ain't said a word. She just said hi. Evidently, she mad. Hey, Rachel, how you doing? Yes, it has been a while. I miss you. I don't know if you followed this case or not, but yeah. Um. Mm. Oh, this case broke your heart? Yeah. Yeah. This was okay. Okay, I just want to know how many people thought, just thought that it was going to be guilty. Just put a 1 in the chat if you thought that this was going to be slam dunk a guilty verdict. Now be honest. And don't just want to be right or be wrong. I missed you too. Unfortunately, giving children medication when they want kids to sleep is pretty common. Yeah. Nancy thought it was going to be. Rachel said, no, I didn't. Lisa said, no, she didn't. Valerie said, I did. I thought they was going to come up with a guilty verdict, but this was tricky. And I knew it was tricky because these are the same elements or the same thing that when you look at the Cody Bixby case, if they bring it to trial, this is what you're going to come up with. I do believe it. And it's just right around the corner, to be honest with you. I think they start going court. They go to court in February, work out all the bugs, the dates, the times, whatever. And March, they're supposed to go to trial. I think it's going to be very tricky because when did he die? You guys don't know. Where did he die? You guys don't know. How did he die? You guys do not know. And where is he? Where is the body? You guys don't know. Now you see why I said watch this at least. And I know everybody, but what about the California City Boys? They found them guilty because they lied a lot. They lied a lot. And it was very fresh. Their lie was very fresh. It wasn't back in 1999. It was right then. Our kid is missing. Now, here's the thing. Had they not say nothing, and nobody knew that the kids was gone or missing, and 10, 15, 20 years went by, and then somebody said, where's the kids? Okay, guess what? There would be no Jacqueline and Trezell in jail. Because you would have to prove. When did the kids come up missing? What happened to them? Who seen what? You don't know the date. You don't know the time. You don't know if they picked him and put him here, put him there. You don't know nothing. But just because it was so fresh and they called and said, oh, our kid ran away. Guess what? Because they were afraid somebody going to say, well, where's them kids at? Or they were going to find them. So they must be somewhere they can be found. So they say, let's say something. You know what I'm saying? This kid was found in February of 1999, but nobody knew who the mama was, because most of the DNA was missing. She went from one state to, she didn't stay in North Carolina and the baby come up missing. She got on a bus and she went to Atlanta where nobody knew her and she didn't know nobody. And she got down there, she was like, I can make money, but who gonna watch this kid? Who gonna watch him? She said Corey has a better chance of being found guilty. Well, that's because they want him. It ain't because of the evidence. Because what evidence do you have other than he said that the child came up missing? And that right there, is something. But that's it. You ain't got the time. You ain't got, when was the last time somebody seen the kid? All that stuff. I mean, I don't know what all they have, but they done, kind of, got a timeline, a little bit of a timeline, just a little bit. But I'm telling you something. I'm just being honest. People that do stuff like this, they get away with it. The system works for them. Somebody that was smart told me. They said, you know what they said? And I'm going to guarantee you, hey, woke to God, how you doing? They said, SP, the system is not for the righteous. The system is for the criminals. And if you got money, you can get out. And get you, an attorney. These attorneys, I wouldn't even say these attorneys, her attorneys really didn't do anything. I mean, even the closing was not that good for the state. I can't say that. But I think they did as well as they could do. Good morning, Miss Dee Dee. How are you? And Diane Harris, how are you doing? Trust and believe. This case didn't take long at all. It just didn't. But the professionals that was bringing it forward, it was basically nonchalant. Like, they didn't have enough even when they talked about the child. It was like no affection. I mean, I don't know if you guys seen that or heard that or felt that, but I couldn't even connect with the child when the state was talking about him. I couldn't connect with the child when the prosecutors talked. I couldn't connect at all. They didn't bring the child to being a child, a baby. They just didn't. And you have to do that to touch people's heart and soul. It's called the word game. When you play the word game, and that's what attorneys do. The words can get you in, the words get you out. Hey, Sanja Watts is in the building. And I'm going to share some with you, Sanja Watts, real quick. And this is just a little side note or sidebar or whatever. So, Pooh Bear, when he don't understand something, he say, Jesus, take the wheel. I'm just telling you, he's growing up to be a fine young man. He say, Jesus, take the wheel. He get in trouble. He say, Jesus, take the wheel. And we don't know where he got it from. But anyway, back to what we was talking about. Jesus, take the wheel. Oh, Lord. Yes, right, Miss Dee. They didn't humanize the child to make the connection. They didn't. I mean, you tell me, did you feel something when the state came up and they talked about they did the closing arguments? I didn't feel anything. I sat there and watched it. That's all I'm serious. And that was weird to me because when I got done watching that, I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in tears. I wasn't like, oh my God. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They just did not bring it like that. I couldn't connect with the child. I didn't even think about, like usually when you're watching these cases and things is happening, you be thinking about your grandkids, I gotta go call them, I gotta go see them because I done connected with this kid, even though it's not my child. But you show me as he grew up, and you showed a video of him running and playing, and he laughing and a big old smile on his face. And then you tell the people, and this woman that they call mama took that away. That's how you bring that stuff when it comes to the kids. And they just didn't. I don't know what you guys think about it, feel about it, or whatever. But I'm just saying I didn't connect when they did the closing. I just didn't connect. And so like that's why I said I was surprised, but I really wasn't surprised because usually you be all adamant like, yeah, she going to jail, she gonna get her, they gonna build a jail on top, they gonna build a penitentiary on top of her, blah blah, she ain't never getting out. You didn't hear me say all that. She going to jail, they gonna find her guilty of something. But I mean, the kid, he passed away when he was 6, and here it is, 2024. He passed away in 1999, so that's 24, that's 25 years ago. So he would be 31. He would be the same age as my children right now. My youngest child is 32. Well, no, my youngest is 22. But my biological is 32. And I'm going to tell you something. 10, 15, 20 years is a long time. And yeah, the evidence is gone. We looked it up, Rachel. It was for covering up a death or murder or conceal a murder of another, a death. It's the minimum of 1 and no more than 10. Yes, William is 32. Girl, that's crazy. That's crazy. He never no, he probably rode a bicycle, but he never drive a car, never go to high school, never have a first date, never get married, never have kids. She took a whole life. Not one time. 2 or more. Yeah. Yeah. Pooh Bear get in trouble. He'd be like, just take the wheel. We got him to quit saying what the and then stop it because he watches something on TV. I think it's Shark Bite. And they say that all the time. So you got to watch what your kids are watching. You got to make sure of that. I hope the judge give her 10. I think the judge is going to give her 10. But guess what? You got probation, and then you got good time, all of that. Tina said, I didn't feel nothing for the case. Nothing at all. All I knew is it was a deceased baby, and that was it. Exactly. Yeah. Well, you guys, I don't know. We just came on because I knew some people did not, wasn't watching for the verdict. Barely made first grade. Exactly. Barely made first grade. A whole life. A whole life. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I'm going to tell you guys right now, you know. I wasn't feeling up to, probably, like I said, I don't know if we're going to come on at 3 because I'm just, like, I've got a whole dilemma of my own going on. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm not going to go to work tonight. So, I got to think about what I want to do, like, I just do. But the sad part that could find the cause of his death. Well, when they said something about the animals took his bones and all this other stuff, and that could be somewhat true or whatever, you know. I don't know. The femur bone was missing and the humerus bone was missing, and then there was some fingers missing and all of that, after 20 something years, of course. But think about what I'm saying, okay? I'm going to tell you this, okay? This is why it's so disturbing. Hello? Think about what I'm finna say, and then we gon' be dismissed. It's an old case, but those bones should not have been missing. You guys understand what I'm saying? They made it in Atlanta in like February. Same month. You understand what I'm saying? Come on. Remember, they made it. He was actually wearing the same thing that he was wearing at the bus stop when they when the boy or the guy friend or whoever he was took him to he was wearing the Timberland black boots. He was wearing his little sweater or whatever. So surely, and it didn't have to be, but he was wearing the exact same thing. Nothing was changed. Nothing was different. Surely, either she dressed him in that and that's all he had, or when they made it to Atlanta, that's when it happened. But guess what? They found the child in February. Them bones wasn't supposed to be missing. Okay? Them bones wasn't supposed to be missing. Was the dirt disturbed? Did they talk about the dirt being disturbed? But his hand bone, the humerus is the big arm bone, from your forearm, okay? From your elbow to your hand. That's your humerus right there. Your femur is your biggest bone in your body. It's hard to break your humerus bone. When people always break the hip when they get old because, they don't have enough calcium and bone degeneration, and then they got all that other stuff going on, old age and all that other stuff. But your femur bone is the hardest bone in your body. Why is that gone? One of them is gone. So did the child actually really die from taking Benadryl? Why is those two bones gone? I'm just keeping it real. And then finger bones. Why is those bones? But they didn't say like there was a saw or something that cut them out or whatever, whatever, whatever. But the bones was gone. Like the bones was gone. Your body don't decay like that, where your bone is just deteriorating. Yeah, it's gonna deteriorate, but it takes a long time for a skeleton bone to deteriorate. And then he didn't even have all his teeth. It it takes longer than a month, you guys. It takes longer than a month. Actually, it takes like maybe in and you got to remember, and this is something that the state did say. They said it was in the cold of the weather. That means guess what? What do food do when you put it in the refrigerator? Okay, it can stay cool, but when you put it in the freezer, it stopped the aging process. Okay, so he should have had his teeth in his humors, in his femur, in his fingers. I think she got. I guarantee. You know. I. You know. And this is just me. This is just what I think. I think the woman kept a souvenir of her child. I think she did. But when they found him in February, she hadn't even been there in Atlanta long enough for him to not have them bones. I'm just saying. I don't know if y'all. Yeah, I don't know if y'all understood all of that. I just don't. Anyway, that's what I was seeing. But the judge did tell them that they cannot assume anything. And when the judge told them they can't assume anything, they was like, well, if we can't assume that she killed somebody else, and we can't assume that she killed him on this day, and we can't assume that they put the body over here and she drove it over there, and they were telling her she don't even know nobody in Atlanta, but then there was a car, so somebody helped her. So you know that's what happens, and it's really sad. And no, Little Will did not get no justice, just like Braylon did not get no justice. But the other kids did, you know. They're getting a little bit of justice, you know. And it's just sad. You know, here's the thing, Miss Tina. And I hear people say that all the time. Miss Tina just said he had a whole daddy that could take him. Why didn't she give him to his father? Now, I'm going to say this, and you guys done heard it more than one time. There is pressure when it comes to a woman handing her child over to the father. You guys know that. We look down, and I say we because society is we. We be like, why you don't love your kids? Why you don't why your kids ain't dressed? Why you dress better than your kids? We want to see a woman, take care of their children. So when a woman either give a child up for abortion or adoption or hand them to the father, we look at that woman like, like you nasty wench. Come on, y'all know it's true. Or you just, like you ain't even really a mama. Or what? We don't get it. We don't understand it. Because only thing we know is We love our kids. How can you not love your own kid? That you just hand them to the daddy? You know how many women I have mentored that only kept the kids because they was afraid of society talking bad about them? A whole bunch. A whole bunch. We shame them. And that's why they don't hand them to the father or give them up for adoption. Yep, she could have kept his baby T. You're right, Miss Dee Dee. Alright, you guys. I'm going to get off of here. And like I said, if you guys don't see me at 3, no worries, no worries. Because, this right here is like, I don't know. We never did give this child a memorial, or we didn't, just, it's all good. And you know what's so fun? It ain't funny, but I watched this woman while she was in court. And the whole time she was in court, she didn't move. She just sat there. She didn't move. She just sat there. She just sat there. And then as soon as they read the verdict and everything, now she want to whisper to an attorney. And whisper to her attorney. And whisper to her. Oh, she made me sick. Alright, you guys. I'm finna get off of here. Be good. She was saying thank you. You guys have a blessed day. And I'll see you guys later.